sa lahat ng mga ka-TDS, sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa buong Pilipinas at sa buong mundo. Napanood niyo na po ba ang isang interview kay Senator Cayetano, our DAP Secretary Allan Cayetano sa Aljazera, na nakakamangha mga ka-DDS kung paano niya sinagot ang mga tanong ng isa. Itong journalist na to, itong host na to is like a debater of the world, na mahilig kapag siya yung nag-uusap, talagang mabagsik yung kanyang mga tanong, mabagsik yung mga salita. So ito, hindi siya umubra kay, kumbaga lahat ng mga tanong niya na binato kay Senator Cayetano ay talagang sinagot ni DF Secretary Cayetano. So nakakabilib si Cayetano sa mga ganitong mga interview, kumbaga kung paano na brainwash yung mga international media, yung mga naibato sa kanila na mga nangyayari tungkol sa Pilipinas. Kumbaga kabaliktaran doon sa totoong nangyayari diyan sa ating bansa. So ngayon, yung mga tanong na to ng journalist na to ay nasa lahat ni Cayetano, kumbaga na butata. So yung paniniwala nila tungkol sa Pilipinas at tungkol kay Pangulong Duterte ay iba doon sa katotohanan. Kumbaga na brainwash din sila, o yung mga balita na nangyayari sa Pilipinas ay iba ang dating sa international community, international mga media. So ito, panoorin pa natin kung paano yung mga tanong at paano yung mga sagot ni Cayetano tungkol kay Pangulong Duterte at ating gobyerno, na kumbaga sinasabi nila na yung mga tungkol sa mga extrajudicial killing, yung tungkol sa mga drug addicts, mga drug syndicate na mga namatay dyan sa investigasyon tungkol sa war on drugs. So panoorin natin kung paano sinagot ni Senator Cayetano yung mga tanong ng journalist na host ng Aljazeera. So ito po yan. Samahan nyo ako na panoorin at tingnan natin kung paano niya sinagot at gaano katalino si Cayetano din sa mga ganitong interview. Ito, tingnan po natin.
Talk about perhaps the most controversial aspect of your government's record in office so far, at least in the eyes of the international community. President Duterte's so-called drug war, between 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 dead, depending on which study you look at, including many innocent children. Senior police officers admitting to executing suspects, planting evidence at crime scenes. Is it any wonder that the Catholic Church in your country has described your government's drug war as, quote, a reign of terror?
Well, if you won't believe the Filipinos and won't believe Philippine surveys, let's believe American surveys. The PEW, the Pew, they just came out with a survey that 78% of Filipinos support the crusade against crime, corruption, and drugs. 68% believe that the drug war is actually working. Okay, why? Is it because we believe in human rights violations? We believe in killing people? No. The perception that was thrown to the international community was led by certain human rights groups associated with our opposition and associated with some people in the Catholic Church. But they did not give the international community the correct facts.
So when you said believe the U.S. and you quote polling, I'm not disputing that Filipinos support President Duterte and support I'm not disputing that.
Yes,
I'm disputing the record. The U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for Southeast Asia says we have a very sustained and deep concern that the drug war is operating outside the rule of law. The growing number of extrajudicial killings is troubling. We have raised those concerns. The U.S. State Department, the Catholic Church, they're all just biased against the Philippines?
Yes, because
they are
the
biased.
point is, Filipinos will not support human rights violations. We're a very spiritual people. Whether Muslim or Christian, Filipinos believe in the dignity of life. If I ask you, Madi, how many extrajudicial killings in the Philippines in 2013 or 2012 or 2011? The minimum was 11,500. The maximum was 16,000.
Okay.
Every year, 11 to 16,000.
So let me just be clear for the record.
extradition.
Let me just be clear. You, as the foreign minister of this government, your position is that a few years ago, under the last government, there were 11,000 deaths. But
Yes.
this year, don't believe any of the numbers
No,
like
no,
that.
no,
That's
no.
very convenient,
No,
isn't it?
that's not-
Everyone died on the last government. Nobody died under your government. Even the human rights groups,
That's
the
not-
U.S. State Department, the Catholic Church have all attacked you for your record.
That's not at all the
Correct.
point. The point is...
Oh,
that-
other people did bad things.
No, the past administration changed the definition.
Correct.
Okay.
They said it's only extrajudicial if you're a union leader, if you're a religious leader, if you're a journalist, if it's
Tama.
ideological. So they started reporting 50, 100, 150.
Okay.
When Duterte came in, they went back to the old definition, and anyone murdered or killed was charged against the drug war. But the opposite is happening in the country. You have 13 to 16,000 killings because of drugs, not because of the police or the drug war.
But hold on. Your own reports say 3,800 people have died in anti-drug operations.
Yes.
3,800 people?
Yes.
You think that's fine?
It's fine. Kung yun yung...
Killed by who? Police officers?
By police
who've admitted that many of those killings were false killings?
No,
that they were
not-
dressed up?
That's absolutely not true.
Filipino police have
That's
not admitted that?
absolutely true. Yes.
Filipino police officers have not admitted
No.
to any false killings?
Absolutely. There are a couple who we
Oh, so
call...
they have admitted,
There are
okay.
no, they have not admitted because they're guilty. No guilty guy would admit. There are a couple of policemen who were caught murdering and they're being
Correct.
charged by murder.
So every single one of the 3,500 people who was killed was a drug dealer?
Yes.
How do we know that? You didn't try them, you didn't prosecute them, you didn't charge them, you shot them on sight. That's not a democratic way of solving crime, is it?
You're absolutely saying it as if you're not on the ground.
You are not in the
and-
ground.
so if-
That's
if
why
I
you
pull a
don't
gun
know
on you
what's
here right
happening.
now, and you shoot me, it's your fault?
Hold on,
Or it's my
Good
fault?
question.
That's what I asked. I said 3,500 people have been killed by the police.
3,500 people.
Are they all criminal drug
Yes.
dealers? How do we
Yes.
know that?
Because
None
they-
of them were tried. Normally you arrest someone and put them on trial. The Philippines are just killing people left,
So
right,
you
and
mean
center.
in the U.S. or even in any country your show is shown, if someone pulls a gun on the police, they have to bring them to court first before they fire back? The police are doing what they can.
Can we trust the Philippine police?
Galing
Yes.
ni
The president
Cayetano.
doesn't trust them.
We don't, Filipinos,
Your president doesn't trust your police.
they
You know
don't
that, right?
trust the road
Tama.
police.
No, that's not what he said. Listen, President Duterte said, you policemen are the most corrupt. You are corrupt to the core. It's in your
Systemic
system.
and
Well,
hyperbole only.
It's in your system.
Last time I checked, hyperbole and figures of speech are allowed.
40% of the police in the Philippines are corrupt, he says. Is that true or false?
That's his estimation. The chief of police estimation is 2%.
So who's right, the
From-
president or the chief of police? I can't believe you're throwing your boss under the bus.
I'm not throwing him under the bus. What I'm
Is the
saying
president correct
is that
that 40% of the Philippine police, it's a simple yes or no answer. Is he correct, in your view, that the Philippine police are 40% of them are corrupt?
when you make an estimation,
Is it a correct
you
estimation?
do not know.
Is it a
where
correct estimation?
That is his
Maybe it's
estimate
30 or
is not-
50.
That's not the point. The point is he's trying to clean up the police, and he admits
Okay, so he's
that
trying to
there
clean
is a problem.
Fine, so there's a problem. He's
And
trying to clean up. It may be 40%, it may be a little bit less than 40%. But those same police have killed 3,500 people, and you're not saying we should trust those police?
No,
That your
we're not
president
saying we
doesn't
should
trust.
trust them. We said we should follow the law, which is presumption of regularity, but investigate. Each
How many investigations have there been into the 3,500 killings?
3,500.
There have been
Every
3,500
single one
killings.
of them are being investigated.
Most independent observers have said there have not been investigations
That's
of all
not
those
true.
killings.
Yeah,
That's
no.
not true. Independent investigators have seen the progress. It is the ideological and the biased human
Correct.
rights groups.
Mga
They
bias
said that
talaga yung mga
2,000
nag-iimbestiga
cases,
tapos
they pick
sisirain
out
nila
28
yung
cases. No scientific
government,
method of
tsaka si
picking out
Duterte.
28. They only interviewed the families of the death of the alleged pushers. They did not interview anyone from the government. So is that fair to
It's
you?
not fair.
And then
It's
they
not
came
fair.
up with their
Correct.
findings, generalizing the 3,000 from the 28 without interviewing the other
Tama.
side. And then what did their report say? That they believe that possession of drugs should be legalized. So you tell me, is that a kind of group that is
Of
there to
course not.
investigate or has already made a judgment? For them, any country that does not legalize the possession of drugs is not handling the drug case properly. We've invited them to investigate.
You are welcome to
Now,
come in
let
the
me tell you where
Philippines.
the
Investigate
confusion
it.
comes in. Western countries use heroin, marijuana, and also cocaine. None of these drugs is associated with violence and paranoia to the users. It's the drug sellers who fight it out. But methamphetamine hydrochloride has been proven by the WHO, by the UN Office of Drugs Crime, to have paranoia and
But shouldn't you
violence.
treat these people, not just shoot them in the head? You're
Yes,
cutting funding.
yes,
you're
can-
cutting funding.
No,
your
no,
government
no,
to rehabilitation
That's
centers.
not true.
No,
Yes,
no.
it's not. We're
From
not
$60
cutting.
million to $15 million.
That's not true.
For 2018.
But that's not
what's
true.
in the budget.
It's
Okay.
going into the buildings, and we're putting up billions worth of
Rehabilitation.
drug centers all around.
Do you agree
right
it's better
behind.
to treat drug addicts than shoot them in the head?
Yes, but if they have a gun and they're going to shoot you,
Correct.
All 3,500 people have
Yes,
guns?
more than
that's
that.
That's not the case.
well, sir,
Okay.
Maddie, come to the Philippines
Okay.
and see, because you're
On the
talking
space.
Okay.
from space with what you're saying now.
Okay.
You ask
With respect, I've quoted
no,
the US State
with-
Department, Amnesty, Human Rights Watch, and the Philippine Catholic Church. And you're saying I'm in space. I can't do anything. I can only give you those references.
Come
Come,
to the Philippines
Catholic
and
Church,
read whether
some
it's safe
biased
for now
media,
or not.
some
The
biased
State
investigators,
Department, I talked to
some
them
biased
about it.
CHR.
They said that the Philippines threaten both pushers and users. I talked to our ambassador, and it's a wrong translation.
Okay,
They
wrong
did not.
translation.
They
Well,
did
on
not
the subject-
know it
on the
was-
subject of wrong-
the president was speaking in Filipino.
On the subject of wrong translations, as foreign minister, is it hard for you to do your
Of
job
course
and
not.
travel around the world? Let me finish the question. When you have a president who says stuff like, who jokes about raping a woman, who calls the Pope the son of a prostitute, who calls the US ambassador the gay son of a prostitute, that must be hard for you to be the face of a Philippine government, where the president says these outrageous, offensive things.
Not at all. Filipinos are prouder
Yes,
now than
we are
ever,
proud of our
because all the things
president.
he said was being said by Western media, which the president did not say.
No, the president did say.
No, he did not.
Okay.
Son of a and son of a, the way it said it, Americans sometimes use the F word. Hey, well, get the F out of here.
And what about
You know,
talking
That's
about,
an
what about
expression
joking
of
about
it,
the rape of women? She did say I
American.
wasn't even joking.
He did not-
came out and said I didn't joke. I meant
he
it.
did not joke.
Okay.
No, he was talking about what happened in the 80s and what he said and what the context of it. He never jokes about rape. He's very mad about rape.
Okay.
And Davao is one of the safest places.
I mean, he seems to be the most
you know,
misunderstood president in
Of
the world.
course
since
not.
Ahmadinejad.
Not
Of
in the
course not.
Philippines,
Okay.
not in the Middle East,
Okay.
not in China, not in Russia,
Okay.
not the 3.5 million Filipinos in America.
Alan Cayetano, thanks for joining me on Upfront.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Oh my God. And see that? Kung paano nila na brainwash at yung impression ng mga international media at ibang mga journalists tungkol sa mga nangyayari sa ating bansa. Buti na lang itong si Cayetano, si Sir Allan Cayetano ay may utak at marunong talaga siyang sumagot at talagang dinipensa ng husto yung ating bansa at ating Tatay Digong tungkol sa mga nangyayari. Ito yung mga yan ang mahirap kasi yung parang kung ano yun lang ang na-catch up at nakarating sa mga international media at sa mga journalist na to, yun doon sila nakapokus at sa mga maling mga paratang, maling kaalaman o hindi yung balance na investigasyon. Nila inalam yung side ng government, yung side ng mga kapulisan, yung mga investigator na talagang totoong nag-iimbestiga. Ang tiningnan lang kasi ito ng mga tao na to ay yung investigation lang ng mga bias media, mga bias mga investigador, yung mga kagaya yung mga bias na yung mga kampi lang doon sa mga kalaban ng gobyerno. So, salamat kay Cayetano sa kanyang magaling na mga pagsagot doon sa hindi na natin pasisita yung journalist natin kasi kung ano lang ang natutunan niya doon sa research niya na doon sa mga bias na mga investigador. So, yun lang din yung nasa isip niya. So, ang impression niya yun tuloy, masama sa Pilipinas, masama sa ating gobyerno. So, pero dahil nga sa ni Senator Cayetano, ni DP Secretary Cayetano na siya yung naglalabas ng buong katotohanan kung ano talaga ang nangyayari sa Pilipinas. So, saludo tayo kay Sir Cayetano. Salamat sa iyong paninindigan sa ating gobyerno na pagsasabi ng buong katotohanan kung ano talaga ang nangyayari sa ating bansa. So, maraming salamat sa inyo sa iyong walang sawang pagsuporta at pagtindig sa ating gobyerno para ipagtanggol ang ating bansa at ating presidente. So, saludo kami sa iyo, Sir Cayetano, mabuhay ka at sana pagpalain ka parati ng Diyos sa iyong mga lakad. So, hanggang dyan lang po. Maraming salamat sa inyong panunood. Magkita-kitang muli tayo sa susunod na mga video. Mag-iingat po kayo parati mga ka-DDS. So, magandang gabi at magandang araw sa inyo lahat. Let's protect always our president. Dahil ngayon po talaga ay mahigpit na ang laban ng ating presidente. Halos lahat ng mga dilawan nalulusaw na. So, sila mahigpit ang kanilang pakikipaglaban. Ang gusto talaga nilang target is to oust our president. So, wag po nating hayaan na magtagumpay sila. Lahat ngayon ginagawa ng dilawan para po patalsikin ang ating presidente. Lahat ng mga black propaganda. Sila yung mga talagang mga black propagandist na ginagamit ang media, ginagamit ang mga mahihirap para sirain ang ating presidente, para gusto nilang matanggal at sila makabalik sa pwesto. So yun lang po, mag-iingat tayo parati. Magandang araw at magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. Ganda.